So these are our recommendations. Recognizing the role of local government units in the implementation of climate change adaptation and disaster risk reduction programs with the implementation of gender responsiveness plans, programs, projects, and activities. Integration of disaster risk management and climate change to school curricula. Recognizing the need to promote public awareness on climate change and disaster risk reduction, employing gender-sensitive approaches. Okay, employing in all levels with the participation of all sectors, with the implementation and employing of gender-sensitive approaches pertaining to climate change and disaster risk reduction. It should involve all levels, including the participation of all sectors, be it in private, business, NGOs, civil society, people's organizations, and the like. So that's
Thank you very much. Thanks. Can I take that? Can you give it for the... Can... Okay. Next group, please. I'll come and pick it up. So final 3 groups over here. You ready? Okay. Oops. This room is too big. Here.
From our group here, composed mostly of our visitors from East Timor and Laos, we would like to recommend to promote awareness in gender equality in all sectors of society, in parliament, in the government, and in the private sectors. Because in East Timor in particular, we only have 30% of women in parliament. And therefore, we would like to ensure the women's participation in monitoring and evaluating issues concerning CCA and DRR. And since we all come from this region, we would like to urge all the countries in this region to work and move faster on issues concerning us, most especially CCA and DRR, considering the limited time that we have facing us. And we would also like to recommend to increase awareness among women and to have capacity building among women, and this would be also linked to the problems of CCA and DRR. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, last 2. Are you ready? Okay.
Oh, okay. This is the product of our group from Cambodia, Indonesia, and the Philippines, and you are from Cambodia too. So, here, to acknowledge the need to work with other development sectors in responding to gender and climate change issues, and to urge ASEAN members to be more active or more pushy in implementing these agreements we are drafting right now.
That's true. Thank you. So last table, please.
Okay. Sorry, but we are not really through, but we'll try to express what we have agreed so far. Okay, we'll just share, no, point by point. First, on the declaration, point 8, page, what is page? Page 2, Manila Declaration. Point A, we would like to propose that we should also include the indigenous peoples, and not only women, but we would like to propose really that we give special attention also to women of the indigenous peoples, and also the indigenous knowledge system that these indigenous peoples have, no? And on point D, it says the UNFCCC, etc., and then with special attention to the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination, or CEDAW. But we would like to propose that the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People be also included. And also in, point B, I missed that we propose that the DRR mechanism should also be considering the conflict, conflict resolution, no, as a form of DRR mechanism. What else? There's also recommendation to make an inventory, consolidate, and build regional cooperation among people's movements and NGOs working on gender responsive climate change action and DRR. Another point is for the group to advocate on policies for sustainable management of natural resources and the review of existing policies that actually run counter to sustainable development, like policy on mining, logging, the palm oil in Indonesia, and other policies that counter to sustainable development. And for letter G, we would like to propose that, it says, state parties must guarantee participation of women. So also we would like to propose to add indigenous peoples, the rural farmers and other marginalized sectors like the fisher folks and others. And that we must observe the free, prior, and informed consent, especially in the indigenous communities, in any, for any interventions and projects and activities that we would be implementing. And lastly, we propose to include in letter N, this is relating to budget, that the government should also allocate budget for DRR, not only for the calamity response. Thank you.
Thank you. So can you share that with our rapporteur, please? So that she can put it on the web, the paper. How are we? Are you ready to put it on screen? Yeah? Okay. Do you want to, shall we put it on the screen? So thank you very much. I think we've actually had more than one per table, so I think the rapporteur is having a hard time. Okay, comment?
Thank you. I don't know if this issue came out in any of the tables, but reading, and this is a general comment more than it is specific, reading the draft declaration, it actually is like deja vu. It brings me to 1992, Rio, when Agenda 21 was actually put together, and the women's voice was also put forward. The problem being, after women's presence in Agenda 21, this came under severe criticism for the reason that it seemed women's presence in the making of Agenda 21 seemed like passing on the care of the environment and sustainable development to the doorstep of women and letting men off the hook.